Hey guys, Glenn Rolfe here. Promoting this book right up here, Siren of Groves Peak, my latest book from Flame Tree Press, out in hardcover right now, and ebook, available everywhere. As you can see, I got some of my other books. We got Until Summer Comes Around, August Eyes, When the Night Falls, The Window, Chasing Ghosts. Those are all available as well, along with some of my other books. But I'm going to read the first chapter, I think. Part one, Every Breaking Wave, which is a U2 song that I love. Chapter one. Frank had seen the abomination several times. Its infernal mother had no idea the youngling was this close to the shore. That was a fact. She had waited far too long for her offspring to allow it this close to someone so dangerous, someone like him. He finished rolling his cigarette, tucked his rolling papers and the tobacco into his jacket pocket, and pulled out his Zippo. The wind coming off the Atlantic brought in the briny scent of the sea that had surrounded him for his entire life. The night about to swallow up the last of the Sunday evening light. Frank cocked his head, about to spark the lighter in his hand, when the youngling surfaced. It was no more than 500 feet from his boat. He set the Zippo and cigarette down and clutched the wooden handle of his 9-inch fishing knife. Its serrated blade would do the trick. Still, he needed the youngling to come closer. He needed a lure, or so he thought. He hadn't even begun to look for something to attract her when the youngling started swimming right toward him. Frank's heart hammered hard in his barreled chest. His skin tightened. Saliva pooled in his mouth. He swallowed hard, clutching the knife. Unfucking believable. Frank moved slowly, reaching out his free hand, certain the foolish thing would come right to him. 2 feet from the side of the boat, the youngling submerged. He froze. Shit. Staying perfectly still, Frank slowed his breathing and waited. He needed to do this now. If the siren caught him, this would be the end of Frank. Come on, you curious little thing. Come to Daddy. A splash farther off in the darkness sent a chill down his spine. Frank envisioned the siren erupting from the water, sharp teeth bared and ready to tear into his meaty throat. He envisioned the scene as if it were real, as if it were a memory, clear and utterly terrifying. His hands trembled. A fish flipped from the water and made a small splash as it returned below. Frank let out a shuddering laugh of relief before realizing he'd broken his silence. He turned to look for the youngling. It was right there, just below the surface. He wouldn't get another opportunity. Frank moved with the speed of a grizzly, his hand slamming into the water where blackness like seaweed spread from the creature's head. He grasped the youngling by the hair and yanked its small body out of the sea and onto the boat. Black eyes looked at him, petrified. There was no weakness in him now. The beast would make its sound if he didn't strike first. With a quick slice of the blade across the throat, Frank made sure the creature would remain silent. The youngling thrashed and flopped, almost wrenching him from his grasp. Something broke free from its bloody neck and hit the deck. He knelt beside the youngling, blood pulsing from the wound and spreading across the deck. Frank Gilson closed his eyes and recalled the sight of his wife, Olivia, dead on the floor in a puddle of her own blood, her wrist slit, a note by her side. Frank opened his eyes and plunged his knife through the scaly flesh of the youngling until it ceased to move. I think that's pretty good. So, if you want to know, that's the beginning of the book, just so you guys know. That's a naughty thing that Frank just did. And he has his reasons. I didn't say they were good reasons, but he has his reasons. And what comes from that event is, the rest of this. So check it out. Siren of Groves Peak. It's available everywhere right now. If you're in Maine, you can pick up copies at Barnes & Noble in Augusta and Barnes & Noble in South Portland. So check it out, guys. And all sales are great sales, so help me out. Let's spread the word about this one. Peace, guys.